day goes by so fast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mouthwash. It has been a minute since we've done a mouthwash, and I just now realized that I left the old title card from the previous video on this stream. I did not mean to do that. Today we are talking about the new gameplay trailer that was released with Xbox Game Showcase 2023 for Cities Skylines 2. Now, if anyone has ever watched this channel at all, you would know that pretty much the only game I ever play is Cities Skylines. And that's for good reason. Cities Skylines is an extremely fun game for me. An enjoyable game. It's a very good game just to sit and go brain dumb. I have over 1,700 hours in Cities Skylines when I'm actually pulling up Steam right now. I have 1855 hours in Cities Skylines. I really like Cities Skylines. I really like Cities. This is the one franchise that I adore over all others, and that includes the Halo franchise, and it definitely includes the GTA franchise. And Mass Effect too. So today I'm going to do a bit of a reaction. I have already watched the trailer, and I have rewatched it about 23 different times after it came out yesterday. And let us go through this, and I want to dissect it with you all here. it's been decreed that the game is going to release on October 24th of this year. That means that we have very limited time before City Skylines 1 becomes obsolete, because this game is so much better. And that comes from someone who typically plays with mods. Now, I am not immune to the thought that console players and people who play pure absolute vanilla do not have access to the incredible mods on the Steam Workshop. Now, I don't know why people do that. The game feels so much better with mods, but it seems like they have implemented a lot of mods that are pretty much standard use from City Skylines 1 into the game already. So let's go through this and watch the video and see if I can give you guys any revelations you didn't already have. And clearly, for, my own sake, I don't own the original video, clearly. So just be mindful of that. I don't own it, I promise. So let us swap over to that and let's get this show on the road. There I am. Okay. I already have a condition. We are 2 seconds into this, and I already have something to say. This was filmed in-game. Obviously, it's alpha, possibly beta version of the game, but we have game footage. This isn't rendering like the original garbage video was, which I am still angry about. And that was actually the last Mouthwash, was March 7th. I'm still upset about that video was a nothing burger, but this was filmed in-game, which is really incredible to me. That I never thought that we would get gameplay this early, especially with a game like this. Okay, well, first of all, this looks absolutely... It's on... There we go. Good lord, that did look terrible. Okay. So, this looks very good. It looks very, very, very good. The texture work is incredible. It looks a little plasticky to me. I will admit that. There are a couple things in this trailer that look a little plasticky. And I don't like that. That might be something we can change with some, LODs, not LODs. I know, but as someone who clearly adores the first game, getting my face slammed in the floor by just some pretty Unity assets just did nothing for me. I mean, there's not much in a city builder you can do as an announcement. A lot of story games work better with announcement trailers, but you can't do that with a city builder. I mean, there's not like a story you're hiding, like the daughter's gonna die at the end. You're not hiding a story from the player. Again, this looks very plasticky. There are a lot of hearses. And if you remember me talking about this in the past, I have continued to say that Death Care is one of the most asinine... Death Care is one of the most asinine concepts to have in a silly builder. I understand the fact of creating a game where we are dealing with the whole of a city. We're dealing with the life and breathing of a city and not just planning the city itself. We're actually dependent on the functioning operation of the city to get things done. But why do I have to manage death care? Death care is a private service. It's not a public service like healthcare or police services. And again, I know it's to create a game so that you're forced to plan around dealing with dead people, but like death care is business. That's not a public service. I understand plopping down fire stations and police stations, but as a city planner, it's not my job to determine where the hell hearses come from. So that's just my rant. I ranted about that in Razor County. A couple other things. Again, I know we're only 6 seconds into this video. You signed up for this. This is what this video is going to be. These roads look incredible. They look amazing. These roads down here I don't know if you can see my mouse. These roads merging or splitting, this looks like it's done by a node controller. Like this is a squished fence right here. This looks like it's very City Skylines. But they look incredible. These roads are very close to each other. Like very close to each other. Not at all in a realm of what could have been done in City Skylines 1 vanilla. This road under here has an embankment wall. Now, I don't know if that's something you can build, if that's something you can choose. I don't know. We'll talk about roads a little bit later when they show the road bit, but there are a couple things in this picture. This, behind my head, this crosswalk, some have pointed out, this is very misaligned, and it looks terrible, which I understand, but still. There are road speed limits, also trams. Trams are confirmed day 1, base game. That's not going to be a DLC. Also, one of my considerations... Oh, you can't actually see. It's behind the Mouthwash logo. Oh, shit. Can we play a little bit more? Again, these look incredible. This very much looks like regular City Skylines. I'm almost certain that they probably used the same, like, back-end coding to make the roads. They just optimized them a little bit. Again, look at this crosswalk. It's kind of funky. It's in the middle of this. And this pantograph line is really weird. But they probably used some of the base code for building and the base engine for building the roads. They just probably really updated it and overhauled it to what modding players expect from it so that we don't need to use mods to get what we want. Again, these roads, I don't know if this is something that it just does by itself or if we can like choose it, but it looks really, really good. Also, again, this looks very pretty. The clouds look very pretty. The mountains are very pretty. The render distance is super far. I mean, these do not look like LOD pop-ins. I mean, you can definitely see some pop-in on these buildings in a second when we get closer to them. But this looks absolutely incredible. The water is still City Skylines water. It may look a little bit better, but it still has the same tiling effect that the regular one does, or that the current game does. Lot more variations of density. 100% more variations of density. We have single family homes. We have medium density row homes, a little bit higher density apartment buildings, and then of course higher rises and then skyscrapers. So we have a lot more options with building densities. And I hope, I'm fairly certain it won't, but I hope that the buildings don't get bigger as they level up. I want, if this is a level 5, or if this is a level 1, I want it to stay the same height as a level 5. I don't want it to get a skyscraper. Deleting a couple buildings here. Again, really, really good mix of density. I mean, these look incredible. These apartment buildings, these row buildings here. I have noticed that there is still no full angled zoning. So these buildings are zoned. This one's a little cockeyed. These buildings are zoned. So they, just like before, there's no grids where it can't fit a grid in. So kind of a little bit of a letdown, but you know, we can only do so much. Also, behind the Mouthwash logo, let me go back a couple frames. What are you freaking out about? Go ahead and go back a couple frames. Can you see this? Yeah, you can. This gas station right here looks like a plopped asset. This does not look like a commercial building. It might be a commercial building, but this is not a very realistic commercial building. There's no convenience store attached to it. It just looks like a 2x2 little commercial plot. But yeah, it looks better. It's just I got a couple issues with some of these assets. They look a lot better though. Can you see some of the pop in with the skyscrapers? Oh, you can't. Hold on. I know what I'm talking about. I saw it when I watched it for the first time. It looked like the sky. It at some point when I watched this, it looked like you could see them pop in. This bridge in the background, again, my overlay shit's in the way. There's a bridge in the background that looks really good. It looks like the original bridge for the 4-lane roads. There seems to be a little bit more variety of roads. Oh, stop it. Seems to be a little bit more variety of roads. There's these 4-lane roads without a median. Roundabout. I think that the roundabout is going to be a choosable option. I don't think that we are going to be designing our own roundabouts. I think that you're just going to snip the roads together into a node, and then you'll be able to, like, traffic president, go click, and it just, boop, builds a roundabout. So I think this is automatically generated. This is not done by a player. So I think that this will be something made by the game. I like the signs, the road sign, the road markings. They're good, Lord. Again, road markings look very good. American style freight train, not something I was really expecting. However, they look very good. Hopefully they're a little bit long. And this train is not cartoony. It looks a little, everything kind of, other than the buildings look fine, but all the cars and the vehicles look a little 2010s Unreal Engine, showcase kind of thing. Like, that doesn't really look like a realistic, like, I know it's not, they're coming up with fake vehicles. You can't really 100% copy something in real life, but like, I just don't think that looks good. It kind of looks a little ugly. And I'm not saying like the paint job or anything. I'm saying like the asset itself, like the vehicle looks a little weird. Trams, again, tram. It looks so much better. Also roundabout, tram through roundabout. I do have a gripe with this tram. If you've seen the store page for this game, the first image is this tram. It's a picture of a tram next to, or on a bridge. I do not like that there is a Colossal Order logo in the window of the train. I don't like that. That's stupid. I know that there was the Colossal Order building in the original game, but that's a turnoff for me. I don't like that. I want that removed. Garbage truck looks really good. Again, the cars just are very undetailed. They're just very, just smooth finish. But again, trees look incredible. Everything. I mean, look at all the trees in the distance. They look so good. They look incredible. Something I've noticed. How you doing? I'm doing good. Something I noticed at the night picture, the night screenshots. These buildings are very bright, and they're all the exact same color. I don't like that. I think that these buildings should have just a little bit of variety of color of light, but also buildings like this is lit up like a fucking Christmas tree. I mean, look at it. It's just a tower of just solid light. So I think they need to redo the lighting, the building lighting at night just a little bit. That single building there that's just full light. Oh, you could, I was trying to, you can see this. The lights, however, do change as the night progresses, so it's not the same every single time. If you look at these two buildings right here where I'm moving my mouse, I know, right? So if I'm moving my mouse right here, these two buildings, you can see throughout the night, they're changing light patterns. And that's not like a changing of daytime thing. That was like real time that was taken. Probably a 3-speed, but again, very, very pretty. I am going to go back a couple frames because I didn't want that. There we go. Very, very, very pretty. The sun is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. The port is a little bit more realistic, it seems. I don't know if that's a single asset or not. Tower is something that came in the pre-order bonus, this tower. Oh, but again, look at these buildings. They're just solid light. I mean, why? That shouldn't be like that. Like, I know that there's lights missing, but like, they're just solid beams of light in the sky. I don't know what this thing is, but it's huge. Yeah, this looks utterly gorgeous. Also, possibly, hold on, let me go back a little bit. Possibly the addition of different cargo ship types for different types of cargo, because right now all the cargo ships that come in are just container ships. So maybe we'll get like oil ships, and then we'll get like cargo ships, and you can only take oil ships at a particular place. I don't know, that's just me speculating. Again, very, very pretty. Water is very nice looking. Okay. Again, I know I keep pausing it every 2 seconds. One, the colors are weird to me. Of course, everyone's used to red, so the purple's kind of weird. It is my colors, though, however. I love the UI. It looks so nice. Chirper is back. Fuck everyone who didn't want Chirper. I love my boy Chirper. Justice for Chirper. He is stuck in the corner, which is fine because I never looked at him anyway. But if I want to look at him, he's still there. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is like a user profile or I don't know what the hell this thing is. But also a notepad. Do we need it? Did we ever need a notepad? Was that something that I required? I didn't know I needed a notepad. Nope, stop, go back. Oh, Lord. See, I've been doing this all day long. Stop. Okay. Brush size. Terrain. Shovel. shovel terrain. I don't like. This is, again, the Mouthwash logo's in the way over here. This is brush size. This is brush strength. I don't like that it's an up and down arrow. If I could click and scroll with the mouse wheel, that would be better for me. Like if I could click this and scroll up and down with the mouse wheel. But I would rather prefer the clicky bar that I can click and drag and it makes it bigger and smaller. I don't know how I like this without being able to scroll with the wheel. I would hate to have to click. Stop. I'd hate to have to click and then click. I hate that. Also, yes, Notepad would be very useful. I hope it's not just a notepad. I hope that you can, like, do something cool with it. But again, I don't know what this little person is. I don't know what that's implying. If you notice, there are 2 UI menus that I have not figured out what the hell they are yet. This one is obviously statistics. This one over my shoulder is obviously like a map view of your city. What is this? What is this little box? I don't know what this is. I don't know what that's showing me. Also, this little grayed out one. You'll see it in another shot that it's available to be clicked on, but it's a little ghostly blue house with a little green hill underneath of it. I don't know what this is. So again, up close. This looks very good. These look very, very good. The trees look very good. Also, the cliff texture. I don't mind it. It looks really good compared to like the rocky white cliff texture we had in the past. This is one of the greatest things ever. There's a lot to take in this shot. One, we have a grid tool, which is the coolest fucking thing ever in the history of all of time. This is the coolest, awesomest thing. I love this. This is awesome. So, couple things to consider. We have more options for tools. There's obviously straight line, curve, and then we have a free form, which you imagine is a regular free form, but then a double free form. And you see that whoever's recording this use this in the future, like in a second actually. You can click twice, so you can make a like an S bend, which is really nice. We never had that in the past. Obviously, road upgrader, road something, I don't know, road, like, oh, it's the original game, what we have in the game right now, where you click and it determines how big of a step of elevation, good lord. Bunch of different snapping options. I have no idea what these are. They're very nice. I just don't know what they are. Also, utilities are underneath the road. Look, they're underneath. Also, there's a third one. That's probably the hot water. So it's probably water, hot water, and then poop. But look, all the utilities are underneath the roads. We don't need to place them anymore. So we have small roads, medium roads, large roads, highways, intersection, circle, parking, maintenance. So my thought with this is that these are 2 halves of a whole. This is a roundabout builder. My thought, this is a roundabout builder. I don't know why you wouldn't just put that in the intersection tool, but this is a roundabout builder, and this is an intersection builder. And when you click this, you'd have a bunch of different tools, maybe, to build intersections. I don't know if this is referring to parking lot roads like we have via mods right now, or if this is parking like lots, like just parking lots, assets. I don't know. I'm very excited. This is really cool. Also, you can see it right here. They copied the SimCity 5 ability to draw a road through a node and have it create an intersection. That is the greatest, most incredible thing they could have ever done. That is so nice. I love that. Also, clearly you can design some kind of, or turn on or off zoning, because this road does not have a zone on it. But this is really, really nice. I love this. Again, pausing every 4 seconds. This is 100% a custom interchange. 100%. I would assume that maybe this is something you can set up yourself using the tools from that middle menu, and whoever built this. $2.20 built this city. So maybe this was his first attempt in using that tool, and he went like way out of control building this one interchange. Also, alley roads. Actually, I wanted to go back to that last. No. Stop. Yes. So we have 2-lane road, 2-lane asymmetric road, so 3 lanes, 1-way 1 lane, 2-way or 1-way 2 lane, 1-way 3 lane, dirt, concrete, and then possibly cobblestone or alleyway. I don't know. And then covered bridge and then big bridge. So we definitely have a lot more options when it comes to roads. And you can clearly see that these are alleys right here. So these are alley roads. Big arterials. And again, custom interchange. I highly doubt that the game generated this interchange or intersection by itself. So this is probably, again, done by a person, by hand. Also, excuse me. Again, it looks very, very nice. The grass looks really good. This looks incredible. These buildings look so good. These backyards of these buildings look really, really, really good. They put a lot of attention and detail into these buildings. Grocery store. That's not something we're used to seeing in the past. I know, right? That's not something we're used to seeing in the past. This, to me, looks like a grocery store. Or something like it. That's a big asset. But it also looks like it's a growable asset, because there's another one right here. So possibly, and look, there's another one right here. It's just without a parking lot. That looks like an Aldi. So the grid is a lot bigger than it used to be. These buildings are not just 4 units. These are big buildings. So stuff can generate that's not just specifically 4x4, which is really cool. Okay. This is awesome. This is utterly awesome. Low density, row homes, whatever this is, whatever the hell difference is, and then big building. I don't know what the hell these are, but this is awesome. You have different choices of zoning types. You don't have to just zone low or high density. This is non-Euclidean zoning. This is awesome. Also, commercial, industrial, office, and then special industries. We were waiting to see if industries made it in this game, and it looks very good that it will make it in here. Offices, again, this is offices now. Offices have suitability. Now, I don't know what that means, but this road is unsuitable for offices. Maybe it's because it's too much traffic. Maybe because there's not much connectivity. I don't know. I've been talking because I pause every 5 seconds. This is really nice. Very, very, very cool. Obviously road builder. Noise barriers in the background. This road, they just drew and made a node. Hold on, let me go back to it. So precision engineering is a thing. We realize that everything's in meters now, not just units. And also, if you just saw that, let me go back. There we go. It shows you exactly what it's overlapping with. So if I draw a road and it's too low, it shows me exactly what it's in conflict with. It outlined this segment of road in red. So if you drew something and you couldn't fit, like in City Skylines 1, you had no idea what the issue was. If you're trying to build interchange like this, it just would conk out on you because you have 20 things that are within a meter of each other. The game loses. Game loses its fucking mind. Also, a lot more highway options. Yeah, you can very barely see it. Of course, it's Twitch compression. Hopefully you'll be able to see it in the base game. Interstate highway, 2-lane interstate highway, 2-lane interstate highway with a suicide lane down the middle, a shared turn lane, 4-lane, 2-way highway, 1-lane, 1-way, 2-lane, 2-way, 3-lane, 3-way, or 1-way, 2-lane, 1-way, 3-lane, 1-way, 4, and 5-lane. Also, big bridge, and then little bridge, bridge. I don't know how I feel about the bridges themselves being a different option. I thought it was nice having them in the same one. I don't know. Just building a bridge like this is kind of weird to me. Again, very pretty. Also, parallel road tool. Hell yeah. You'll be able to build parallel roads, and they actually hook up into the nodes if they're parallel already. So that's really nice. Also, look how big this power line is up here. Oh no, you can't see it. Go back and rewatch this video. There's a power line up here in this portion of the video that it is realistic size for transmission power lines, like giant power grid power lines. So hopefully that's something that's really usable. Oh, building upgrades. Oh, they stole it from SimCity 5. They have built-in building upgrades where you click and you can put additions onto the building. I think that is incredible. However, in my opinion, it's like if I do this, if I go back far enough, if I go back, there we go. So, I don't know how I feel, because if we look at this university, this is one giant asset. This is one, it looks like it at least. that this is one giant plopped asset. So it seems like there'd be very, very little level of customization with this. Because again, this looks like just a single gigantic asset with a built-in parking lot. This whole thing is one giant asset. And then here's the road, and there's a transit stop that's very busy. But I don't like that there's only like 2 places that you can drop an upgrade on. I mean, that'll definitely change. Hopefully they'll figure it out in the future. But like SimCity 5, you had like 20 different nodes to put it on. You didn't have to just put it in this one spot. So, I don't know. I'm glad that's a thing, but I don't know. Also, there are district-specific services. Look, they're placing down a police station, and it only is servicing this single district. That's awesome. Also, look at these roads. That's really good. And look at these. Look how close they are to each other. This looks so good. Also, this is on fill. That's on a fill. It looks so good. Yeah, but we go back to the university. Select operating districts. You can select what district it's operating in. I think that's really cool. That's awesome. Also, trams again. A lot of people disliked that they place a tram down, or tram station down. But again, look at these highways. Look at them. They are very, very good. These on and off ramps look very, very good. Transit. Oh, you motherfucker. Transit. This is awesome. When you build a transit line, it makes a transit diagram. And we can set specific ticket prices per line. So right now the ticket price is 8 cents. And there's only 2 out of 5 vehicles assigned to it. I feel like this transit overlay is a lot better than the one we have in the game right now. So there was a lot less billboards, it seems. Also, every building has an address assigned to it. Again, I know you can't see it over the overlay. It says 389 Hamilton Street. I don't know what all the crap on the left is. There's little pictures of 2 people, a little people, and then a number. One says 3212312222311221. I have no idea what those mean. Is that each family? Like I can click on something and then specifically look at a family that lives there? I don't know. It said that there's 15 households. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Oh! So it does just show you all the families that live in this building, and you can just click on one of them and you can just look at the family. That's interesting. Clearly it does. Again, upgradable buildings. This is awesome. Again, power lines look very good. Here's a good shot of one. Really good looking power line. Apparently this is running at 134% efficiency. I don't know what the hell, but it's only using half of the employees it needs. It's only 1% of its 670 megawatts is being used. It has its own storage. What are all these? So this looks like maybe it's a like customization thing. This single one right here that looks like a can with some hot steam coming out of it, in my mind, makes me think that I could click one of these and then uncheck that there's smoke coming out of it if I wanted to turn that off. Possibly. That's just my thought. Again, 316 Umber Street. Everett roads have, or buildings have, addresses assigned to them now. Also, air pollution. That's not something we ever really saw before. So now the wind will carry pollution down the way, not just ground pollution like it was before, where the radiation crept across the world. Yeah, so right here, the wind. I didn't even notice this. Traffic air pollution. Cars create air pollution. Oh my God. That's awesome. So vehicles, you have to design your city so that vehicles aren't making mass amounts of air pollution. Oh my God, I didn't even see that. That's really good. That's awesome that they implemented that. Also, look at this node right here. These two roads are not aligned. In regular city skylines, this road would have snapped to the center of this one. But maybe... Oh no. See, I don't find that. I find it funny. I just don't find it overly amusing. These roads are offset. And I believe that we saw that in one of the didn't we see that in one of these? No, we did not. Do we see it a little bit better here? No, we did not. I just found that interesting. That, good Lord, just mute the video. That vehicle air pollution is a thing that matters. Let's go back to it. Boop. Yeah, vehicle air pollution, traffic air pollution. That's awesome. Big power plant. I don't know what the hell the rest of these industry buildings are doing. Also, rail yard. Is that something that we have to do, or is that just like a appearance thing from $2.20 when he built this city? I don't know. I don't know that part. Jail availability, prison availability, average crime probability. So buildings are assigned with a crime probability. And I don't know if that means that someone who lives there is at risk of producing a crime, or if the house is at risk of having crime done to it. I don't know. But yeah, crime probability. I don't know what that is. Also, again, clickable roundabouts. I think you'll just be able to go kunk and click down roundabouts whenever you want to. Traffic flow and traffic volume. This is what we were waiting for this whole time. There is an hour schedule. So the traffic peaks at particular hours of the day in your city. And the traffic flow and volume are now two separate things, which they always have been, but the game City Skylines 1 never recognized that. You can have incredibly good flow and incredibly good volume. Just because there's a lot of cars going through a particular place doesn't mean that it's bad traffic. It just means that a lot of cars are moving through a small space, which means that the flow is very good. Industries. We talked about this earlier. This little tab is industries. There are more industries than we were used to in the past. Chicken, grain, veggie, cotton, question mark. What is it, the South? Wood or coal, possibly. Gems and oil. What the hell do all those do? But it looks as if that the industries are not 100% dictated by possibly purely the buildings you build. Maybe it has a thing where it just consumes trees in the general area. I don't know. Also, American trucks or American street signs. Looks very good. American truck. We can follow vehicles just like before. We can click on them and follow them. Also, again, what is this button? Oh, now I'm hiccuping. It just looks so good. It looks so good. There's these big ass buildings, soccer fields. I don't know what this looks like. A marina, not a marina. A cruise terminal, giant stadium. This is the other side of that picture we saw earlier with the power plant and the rail yard. Really, really good looking. Really, really good. Also seasons. Look at the light pollution. I mean, good Lord above. Also, again, this is a clearly... Oh, Mouthwash logo. No, Mouthwash logo. Back up. Backing up. This is an airport asset. This does not look like it's a built by hand airport. It looks like an airport that you just go thunk and there it is. So I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. So, what did we learn? We learned a lot. I am excited for this. I'm excited for this to come out. I want it to come out. I've already bought it. I already bought the deluxe edition. I've already bought all the crap. I'm going to buy the physical merchandise because I want a City Skylines pen that I'm going to pass down generations to my grandchildren. I'm excited. There's a lot coming. There's a lot being added to the game that we never, ever had before. And I feel like I'm going to have fun with it. I will be starting a City Skylines 1 series before the end of June. I will be starting a new series, and I'm going to play it until the new game comes out. I am finishing up the map. I might stream me working on the map later today. You guys would have already saw me working on that map a while ago. However, in my world, I like listening to copyrighted stuff and also watching like shows on my other monitor, and I can't really do that when I'm streaming, so it's kind of less fun for me to do mindless work like that when I'm streaming. I might not stream, but I'll see. Anyway, hopefully that little dissection was good. I'm looking forward to this. There's a lot more coming. In the next couple weeks, we're going to start hearing features So they're going to show individual features on new game stuff so we get more excited about it. I'm excited. And I hope that you all are excited with me because I am looking forward to it. And I believe that that is all that I can dissect from this so far. I did post in Discord, and I posted on my Reddit, actually, a dissection of the leaks that came out. So I, did a conspiracy theory, drew all over one of the leaks, and So if you want to check that dissection, go check that out on Discord. I'm not going to go back over that here. Anyway, I love y'all. I will see you next time. Possibly I will see you later today if I decide to stream. Otherwise, you will see me next, either at Mouthwash or when I stream City Skylines to start our new series. Love you all. Be good. Stay minty. Brush your teeth. And I'll see you next time.